The dimly lit coffee shop sits below street level, rain droplets distorting the city lights outside. A waitress chewing gum with hands on the chin leaning on the counter table and rolling a pebble inside a coffee cup like ping-pong game, and her gaze shifting between the door and the game, waiting her first customer of the evening. Between, she looks at the city through glass window. The raindrops make the city lights blurry and beautiful. Finally, she hears the door opening sound and her eyebrow rise up. She moves her face towards the door. She picks up her order sheet and grabs a pen, and goes to the women and takes the order from the women.
Hi, welcome. What can I get for you today?
From outside the coffee shop window, the raindrops make the women completely hazy and blurry. The woman's features are obscured by the rain. The woman requests the order sheet and writes herself the order and hands over to the waitress. The waitress walks towards the kitchen and hands the order sheet to Martin.
Martin, we have an order.
He takes the order sheet and slides it in the order rack, and without reading, and turn towards her and whisper.
Did you notice her? She looks peculiar to me.
The waitress responds in a low whisper, her tone tinged with sarcasm.
Hey, Martin. Who isn't peculiar these days? Take a good look in the mirror. You might find yourself more peculiar than her.
As she converses with him, her gaze shifts subtly to the right, her head following suit, and a strange expression begins to form on her face. Suddenly, her attention snaps back to the blurry figure of the woman, who appears to be averting her eyes. With a sense of dread, she glances back at the order rack, only to be confronted by the accusatory message scrawled across the sheet. Bitch, did you fuck my husband?
Is something wrong?
Yes. Look at the order sheet, Martin. She is strange, like you said.
Martin looked back at the rack and turned towards her and says,
Did you?
I don't know?
What do you mean by that?
Yes, I don't know.
She rushed to the order rack and plucked the sheet and goes towards the women, slamming the kitchen door in a hurry, and show the order sheet and says,
I don't know who you are and which one is your husband. Get the fuck out of my coffee shop right now.
There is no response from the women. She looked back at Martin and moved closer to the women and whisper in anger.
I have hundreds of friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, and many friends. I don't know who the hell is your husband, you bitch. I urge you to redirect your energy elsewhere. I have a business to attend to, and I won't tolerate such behavior here.
As she speaks, her expression changes. She notices the woman's hand shatters the glass with a violent crash, driven by the force of the woman's anger. Blood and water cascade from the shattered table, adding to the chaos of the moment. Looking at that in horror, the waitress releases a gasp, her hand trembling as she drops the order sheet. Without hesitation, she bolts back to Martin, a palpable sense of urgency in her movements. The quiet sounds of the rainy evening are broken by a sudden loud scream. The woman picks up the dropped order sheet and lets out a deep, angry scream that echoes through the empty, wet street. She then steps out of the doorway, gets into her car, and drives away.